Alright, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Anderson. I am Zach Anderson. Today we're here at White House Productions in Shelton for the 7th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by Seth Adam. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Alright, so I'm going to ask you the difficult questions as long as they have something to do with the letters of your name. So we'll start with S. Tell me about your songwriting process. Do you tend to start with lyrics or the music first? Does it vary song to song?
It's very different from song to song.
Okay.
It's different from song to song because sometimes a melody pops in my head that's going to dictate some words, which, I think like the melody would be appropriate for this group of words, or vice versa, where I have a group of words like, oh, it's a great lyric, so it needs this kind of music. And sometimes it all just kind of happens. I will say that, oh, maybe I'll save this. I'm going to save that.
Alright.
I was going to say.
Tell me something essential you must do before a gig.
Warm up.
Alright.
Always warm up. Stretch out and warm up.
Just vocally or guitar as well?
Oh yeah, I mean, I practice, I have a pretty rigid routine of practicing every day for at least an hour. And then, so that part's kind of knocked out. But I also vocalize every day. But if it's early in the day and then the gig is later, I'll still just do a few warm-ups, but stretching out, definitely.
Alright. So what topics or themes do you tend to write about?
Historically, it's always about broken-hearted relationships with girls and stuff, but those days kind of gone. I started delving more into just personal journey kind of stuff on the last record, and then the stuff that I'm writing now tends to be a little bit more political, either overtly or not so overtly, but I don't know, I think it's just songwriting dictates the feelings of the time, and I'm not feeling heartbroken anymore, so gotta go with other stuff.
Yes. So what has been a highlight of your music career for this year so far?
I think just the ability to work strictly out of my house, which I think is one of the questions we'll get into later.
Right.
But project being this recording project called East Rock, and just it's not like this beaming one moment highlight of the year, but it's kind of dictating everything that's going on this year. So I'm not tied down to anything.
Nice. There you go. So if you could play a gig with any musician from any time period, living or dead, at any venue, who would it be with and where would it be?
Wow. Off the cuff, I think I probably would love to play a gig with Ryan Adams. And I guess one of the coolest spots I play pretty regularly is this place called Mocha Maya's, and it's a quiet little town in Shelburne Falls, Massachusetts.
Alright.
And the folks that come out there tend to be really into music, so I guess, a great guy into music and a great audience into music and a cool little spot, kind of discreet. I think it would be a fun gig.
Yes. So how do you go about deciding what songs to play for any given set?
I guess with what I'm feeling, I don't always write a set list out. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I tend to not write a set list out and just kind of feel out the way people are vibing and stuff.
Right.
It seems to make more sense. Sometimes you write out a set list and it either clobbers people over or it just doesn't get their attention. So I try to gauge the room, so to speak.
Alright. So tell me about your year-long album, East Rock.
Well, I don't have a band anymore, and I do play drums, and I play bass, and I play a bunch of other stuff, and I have a very small setup in my office at my house, and I just decided to record and release music through Bandcamp and just play all the instruments myself and not have to rely on the studio schedule or any particular player's schedule. I can do it and I can shift gears real quickly if I want to, So it's a lot of freedom, a lot of flexibility, but it's also a lot of responsibility.
Right.
I haven't lived up to my original goal, which was doing 1 song a month, but I am in the process. I have like 4 songs that I'm in the process of writing right now. I think I might play a couple of them tonight just to see what happens.
I'm excited.
But yeah, it's a fun project. It's a lot of pressure, but I like it, and it's forcing me to learn recording and mic placement and engineering and mixing and all that stuff, and it's forcing me to really stay on top of being fluent with my instruments.
Right.
So
nice. Well, everything I've heard so far has been fantastic, so I look forward to the rest of it.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. What is one piece of musical advice that you would give to a up and coming musician starting out now?
I think a lot of things. I think first and foremost, you have to love your craft. You have to want to, and this goes with any kind of like artistic kind of discipline, whether you're a photographer, a painter, designer, you really have to love what you do. I do graphic design, but I don't love it as much as I love music.
Right.
So I don't really stay on top of graphic design, but I really love music, and I do love graphic design, by the way. And I love art. I'm a big art guy, but I really love music, and I think it's very important to love your craft, and beyond that, realize that it's something you always have to work at. Always write songs. I think that's important. Never stop learning, and I think the number one thing is to realize that there's always going to be somebody better than you.
Mm-hmm.
I have beaten myself up for years thinking about like I have to be the best, or this guy's better than me, or this girl's better than me. And at the end of the day, the most valuable lesson that I've learned in my 40 years on this planet is that you just need to be the best version of you. You don't have to be the best at anything, but just be the best version of you.
Right.
So
Very
that's
good
my
advice.
advice.
I like it. I'll keep that in mind. So I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourself that many people might not know.
3 interesting things, factoid things. I am, what do they call that? Ovum lactum vegetarian.
All right.
Or something like that, or pescatarian. There's so many labels. I don't eat meat.
Okay.
I do eat fish. I do eat cheese and eggs, but I don't eat meat. There's some other things I could say, but that actually might get me in trouble with something else. So I will go to. I'm a big believer in marijuana.
All right.
I don't smoke it, but I think there's enough research out there now to realize that it shouldn't be scheduled, whatever drug thing it's scheduled on. I know a lot of people use it, and I think it's wonderful. It's probably better than alcohol.
Right.
But I'm not like, hey dude.
Yeah.
I don't really. I can't, because I gotta sing.
Okay.
And the last thing, I guess, is I'm like you. I share a humongous fondness of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's because I Instagram a lot of dog
yes,
pictures.
yeah.
So it's not really.
I know, right?
It's not really anything that's not out there already. But
They're cute and it's all good.
I love my dog, man. Love my dogs.
Yes. All right. So thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to check out Seth Adam, please visit the link below. And now we will cut to a performance from Seth. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Mother, you don't know me, but I'm wishing you some peace. This day has left you lonely, and in a time of need, for someone to comfort you and listen to the words you wish to speak. When all your hope is gone, just keep holding on to sweet memories. When all your hope is gone, just keep holding on to sweet memories. Father, I'm a stranger, but I recognize your pain. And there is nothing short of anger when this steam plays out again. Another world of sadness fills your heart. There's a frown in your face when all your hope is gone. Just keep holding on to sweet memories. When all your hope is gone, just keep holding on to sweet memories. How many times should children lose their fathers? How many times can we do this to one another? I don't pray to Jesus, but I pray we love each other because we can. Because we can. People, I'm your neighbor, and so you are mine. And how we treat each other is defining of our time. I don't have the answers to all the world's questions, but someone said to me, when all your hope is gone, just keep holding on to sweet memories. When all your hope is gone, just keep holding on to sweet memories. With all that's come and gone, you're still holding on to sweet memories. When all that's come and gone, we shall overcome with sweet memories. Thank you very much.